Hello everyone, good morning. As we all know, Mindbowser organize learning Saturday sessions every month. Every month we come with new topics and learning. So today we are here to learn another new topic, that is CleverTap. Yes, my name is Saili Sonone and I'm from Pune. I have around 3 years of experience in React Native, and I'm working with Mindbowser company since last 2.5 years. Apart from this, I have written 30 plus articles in React Native, which include new features, new complicated features, and any issue any issues faced by React Native developer in day-to-day coding. The main agenda for such sessions and writing blog is nothing but helping out React Native developers like you and me to overcome their issues and complete the new features in minimum time. Along with me, I have my colleague Rahul Shinde. I request him to give his introduction and start with the session.
Okay, good morning all. Welcome to the today's session. First, I will introduce myself. I am Rahul Shinde. I am a React Native developer at Mindbowser. So let's start with today's session, that is CleverTap. Sally, next slide please. Yes. So we will see what is today's agenda is. First, we will see what is CleverTap. Then what are the core concepts of CleverTap. That core concepts includes user profiles, user events, segments, then campaigns and reports. Then we will see how we can create user profiles using CleverTap and use that profile data for various actions. Next one is user events, means how we can generate user events in mobile applications. Then we'll see what is the segments and how segments will be created in CleverTap. Then we will see campaigns in CleverTap, then comparison of CleverTap with Firebase, and at last we will see advantages. Next slide, please. Okay, so first we will see what is CleverTap is. So CleverTap is a comprehensive set of tools for customer lifecycle management. So CleverTap helps marketing growth by understanding what users do in their applications. So it provides mobile app analytics and user engagement products. So using CleverTap, we can keep the track of user activities in the mobile applications. With the help of CleverTap analytics, we can identify how many active users or non-active users available. Then using CleverTap profiles, we can collect customized user data like email, name, age, etc. Then CleverTap also collects the geographical data, that is location, city, region. Let's take example of e-commerce application. Like in e-commerce applications, we are using CleverTap. In e-commerce application, we are using CleverTaps. We can identify how many products purchased over the period of time, like in last 7 days or past 2 hours, like that way. Also, which category is visited most frequently, which product is viewed most frequently, again how many transactions completed in last hour. So all this analytical data is is available on CleverTap dashboard. So we can identify when users facing problem, like before purchasing, when users goes back, or anything, means after uninstalling the app, we can identify what are the last activities of that user. So we can identify and perform those actions to increase the number of users. So using all this collected data, we can perform necessary actions to increase user engagement. So using CleverTap segmentation, we can perform actions for a particular group of users. Example, we can send notifications to the particular group of users, like those who have installed the app first time in the last 30 days, or again according to age, like we can send notification to the particular age group, like age between 20 to 25, on a similar way. All or the users who are having a failed transaction in last few hours. And then you will see case study. Next slide, please. Okay. So every mobile app marketer faces difficulties in driving management, increase retention, and app revenues. So initially for BookMyShow, targeting the first-time users who was the biggest challenge. So they wanted to engage users based on their browsing patterns at various stages of app. So that is the challenge BookMyShow was facing earlier. Next slide, please. Okay. So the CleverTap was able to help BookMyShow simplify the challenge by using CleverTap Analytics dashboard. So CleverTap process their data on a real-time basis using CleverTap notifications and unified user profiles. So what BookMyShow does, they created a scheduled push notification messages based on customer lifecycle for all active and non-active users. And this was helpful to solve their problem. So this is how CleverTap helpful for BookMyShow. Oh, next slide.
Okay, now let's see the core concepts of CleverTap. So there are five core concepts of CleverTap, that is user profile, user events, segments, campaigns, and reports. So when we implement CleverTap in our application, the very initial step is to create user profile for user. All the users using your application will have a user profile on CleverTap. Another is user event. User events are nothing but the action performed by users in your application. These actions are sent to the CleverTap as events. Segments are nothing but a group of people. So above sent profile and events, we can see this profile and events in segment section. With the help of segment, we can create a group of people matching same properties. And this group of people, these segments, we can use in campaigns further. And campaigns are nothing but campaign is nothing but a marketing channel. Means whatever messages or notification you get in your mobile, that is nothing but campaigns. And last is reports. Analytical reports are generated for understanding user engagement flow and effect of the campaign on user. And this report help business persons to take product decisions. Now we will see core concepts in detail. So first is user profile. So after integrating CleverTap, user profile is created for each user using the application. So creating user profile is an initial and very important step. As all other core concepts like events, campaigns, and segments are correlated with the profile. If a user does not have his profile on CleverTap, we cannot send his events, and hence we cannot create the campaigns. We cannot create the segments, and we cannot send notifications to that user. For creating user profile, there are some default fields. Along with default fields, we can send some custom fields also. Here I'm sending name, country, date of birth, email, etc. So for creating profile, I will use profile.set CleverTap function, which help you to create the profile on the CleverTap dashboard. So I will show you my code for this. Yes. So here is my login screen. Yes. This login screen is nothing but my registration form. So you can use this profile set function wherever in your application where you're collecting information from the user. That is, I'm collecting information like name, email, mobile number, date of birth, country, etc., and I'm sending it to CleverTap for creating the profile. So main field here is the email address. With the help of email address, you can search your user profile on the CleverTap dashboard. So first, we will see if user profile is not created, then you will see, if you search for the email address and if the user profile is not created for that email address, you will see no user form screen initially. Now we will create a user profile. Okay, I will fill this form and generate a user profile. Yes. So on click of submit, I have written this profile.set function, which will create my profile on CleverTap dashboard. So I click on submit, and user profile is created. We will see how this user profile is seen in CleverTap dashboard in segment section. Now we will move to another core concept, that is user events. Okay, so user events are nothing but the action taken by user in your application. This action is recorded as event in your CleverTap dashboard. This event help you to understand user interaction and behavior in application. With the help of events, you can know interest of the user, like what section user is visiting mostly, then he is interested in that section, which helps you understand user engagement. So there are two types of events, that is system events and custom events. System events are nothing but auto-generated events, such as app installation, app uninstall, app launch, when user get the notification, when he views and click on the notification. Such notifications are generated automatically. Like when I launch the application, then I should be able to see app install notification, which is auto-generated. And second is custom events. Custom events are nothing but events which we are created manually. So for creating events, I use the record event function provided by CleverTap. So here, as you can see, login is a name of an event, and along with an event, I'm sending a few fields like email, mobile number, etc. So now we will see this in a code. Yes. So when I did successful login, at the time I have created one event, that is login event, and I'm sending this login event to CleverTap. Uh, Along with login event, whenever I visit home section, activity section, or setting section, I have also created record events for those. Also, I'm sending event when user is updating the profile successfully. Okay. Yes. So we will see how these events can be seen in segment section. Okay. So segment. What does the segment mean? Segment is nothing but a group of people with matching some common properties. Like CleverTap provide the ability to create such segments. These segments these segments, we can use these segments in campaigns for sending notification to group of people with same properties or events. And previously the events and profile which we created, we can see this events and profile inside the profile section. This segment help you to understand the event and profile property for the particular user. Now, yes. Now we will see how the profile which we created previously using a profile.set function, how it is seen in the dashboard. Yes. So once user create the profile, this is how you can search for the profile and you will get the information of the user. Like here is the name of a user which we sent. This is the email and this is a CleverTap ID. Email and CleverTap ID you can use in future for searching your user. Apart from this, we send some user property, that is date of birth. Here age is calculated on the basis of date of birth, country, mobile number. Yes. So we can also update this user properties. Now we will see how to update this user properties. So as you can see, for update, I have used same function, that is profile set. So profile set function is not only used for creating the profile, we can also use this profile set function for updating the profile. So now I will update the birth date of the user. I have also created event on successfully update of the profile. Now we will see. So now before the user property of the in user property, date of birth was 14 March 1997, and after update it is May 01, 1995. So this is how you can use profile set function for updating the profile. Yes. So as I said, email is a main field for your profile. So can we change the email address of the user? So yes, we can change the email address also of the user also. But in that case, what will happen is the events and records for the user for previous email will be stuck there only, and the new events and user engagement flow will occur in the new email address. Like new profile will be created for the new email address. Okay. So apart from this, I'm using on user login function. So when to use this on user login function? Suppose I have one device and I have two logins on the single device. In that case, on user login will manage your users on the single device. Okay, so now we will see how the events are seen in the dashboard. So this is how the events are seen in your dashboard. So when this app launch event is a system event which is auto generated. When I launch the app, this event got fired. Then login event, along with login, I have sent mobile number and mail address, and you can also see the start time. Then home visit, activity visit, setting visit, and profile update successfully. These all events are recorded in the CleverTap dashboard using record event function. Now let's see how to group multiple peoples having same user properties. Yes. So using segments, we can do this. Like in segments, you will see this section like display common properties such as here I have selected user properties, and you can select any user property. For now, I only want to send a notification for my particular user. So I have selected email address here, and I have put my email address here. So the further notification which will be sent, it will be sent to only my user ID. But in case if you want to send a notification for particular set of group, then for example, I have passed age group of a date of birth which calculates the age of the people. So in user properties, I can select the age field, and then I can uh, put any count here, like for example 30, 40 years age group. Then segments will be created for user matching the age group in that range, and we can save the segment for later for using it for campaigns. This is how you can see the saved segment. You can search it using the search bar, and you can filter accordingly. Now we will go for campaigns. Okay, so campaigns are nothing but a marketing channel for sending deep link push notifications to user. The notifications which you get in your mobile, for example, you get Amazon notification, BookMyShow notifications. These are nothing but it is called as campaigns. So what does it allow? So deep link allows push notification to redirect user to the specific page inside the application. Using campaigns, we can make user aware of a new feature in your application. With the help of deep link, user can directly redirect to that particular page. So what does the campaign do, and how it help us as help the business, help the application to grow. So we can with the help of campaigns, we engage the user by sending him notifications. We make him aware of the new feature, new post, or any update in your application. And on click of this notification, a user can directly navigate to that particular screen, which helps to increase the user engagement in your application. Okay. So now we will see how to send campaigns, that is how to send notification to the user from CleverTap dashboard. So here is a campaign section. You have to create campaign, create new campaign. Then you have to select the channel. Here I will select mobile push channel for push notification. Then you have to select the behavior, like you have to send notification one time, or you have to send it on multiple days, or it can be recurring also. So for now, I will select one-time notification. Yes, as I said, you can schedule it for later also. You can select here as per you. Then we will continue. Yes, here you can see your saved segment. You can use this segment for sending the notification. Else, for now, I will go with the creating new segment and then continue. Okay, so here you have to give the title of the notification and the message which you want to send along with the notification, and then you have to click on advanced toggle, advanced checkbox. Here you have to set deep link for both the platforms, like Android and iOS also. So I am setting it for Android for now. So here is my deep link URL. So we will see the syntax. So here is a syntax of your university URL that contains base URL, route name, params. So route name is nothing but the screen which you want to navigate to, and params can be like ID or something like that. Okay. Yes. So after scrolling down, you have to select the notification channel. This notification channel is nothing but which you have created while configuration. So this you can find in your main activity.java file you have used while configuring a configuration. And then I will click on send the test push notification. Yes. Before this, we will see how to handle the campaigns. Like in your mobile application, there are two states. Like for your mobile application, there are two states, that is background state and foreground state. So what is the background state? Background state is nothing but when you are not actively using your application and user gets a notification. So in this case, we will use get initial URL function provided by CleverTap. And in foreground state, where what is the foreground state? Foreground state is nothing but when the user is actively using the application uh, and he gets the notification. In that case, we will use linking from React Native to handle this. Now we'll see this in code. Okay. So I have used this function feature in my navigation.js file. This navigation.js file is nothing but your splash screen where you have where you uh, hide your splash screen. You can use this code in that screen. So for yes. So when my application is in background state, I have used CleverTap.get initial URL function, and when my application is in foreground state, I will use linking from React Native. So now, yes, then I get the URL from these functions, and then I send it to handle open URL function, and hence it is passed to get URL for navigating to the particular screen. So what I'm doing here is I'm searching for the keyword in that particular URL. For example, if my URL contains activity keyword, then I'm navigating it to my activity screen. Similarly, if it contains settings keyword, then I'm navigating it to settings screen. Okay. So now we will see the actual work, how it will work. Yes. So here I can see my user test for sending the notification. But in case if you're not able to see your user here, then you can simply search here with the email address. And you will get the user profile. Let's see. And then you can add it to the test profiles, and then you can check the checkbox. And then I'm sending the notification. Here you can see my mobile screen. My application is in background state, and I click on the notification. Yes, so first I navigated to home screen, and then it automatically went to activity screen. So now we will test this for application in foreground state. I'm again navigating to home screen. Yes, and on click of the notification, I navigated to activity screen automatically. So this is how CleverTap campaigns work. So now I will request Rahul to continue with the comparison and advantages part.
Okay, thank you, Sally. So first we will see pros of CleverTaps. So first one is powerful user segment. So CleverTap provides powerful user segments, means a group of users whose actions being performed, or a set of similar user profile properties. For example, a segment can be a user who have launched the app for the first time in the past 30 days. Then next one is custom events and profiles. So in CleverTap, custom events, we can define custom events in the app from where we want to collect the data. For example, we can add event on a particular screen to count how many times user visited to a particular section or a particular screen. Also we can create user profile with the customized data. Then next one is real-time insights and analytics. So in CleverTap gives you access to the real-time user behavior analytics to understand and engage with users on the right channel at the right time. Then pros of uh, Firebase. So Firebase, first of all, Firebase is free to use at some extent. Then documentation and implementation of Firebase is easy as compared to the CleverTap. Um, then Firebase also provides free hosting, fast and secure hosting, web hosting. Then next one is Firebase authentication and push notifications. So means these are also features available in Firebase. Next slide. Okay, so we will see now cons of CleverTaps. So CleverTap is a bit complicated to integrate as CleverTap provides large number of features as compared to the Firebase. So it is somewhat complicated to integrate than Firebase. Then it is a bit costly for the smaller organizations at initially. Uh, then it takes more time for large data set. For a large data set, server takes more time to generate the reports. Then generated reports are difficult to understand and having many issues in the reports. Then we will see cons of Firebase. So Firebase is having real-time synchronization issues. So for Firebase notification and messaging, there is issue at real-time synchronization. It might take some time. Then offline sync is not available in Firebase. And as compared to the CleverTap, Firebase is having less features. Again, Firebase is platform dependent, so means for iOS there are very minimum support available on Firebase. Then data migration problems. So while generating the reports to transfer data from one form to another form, Firebase means there is problem in Firebase data migration. Next slide. Okay, so we will see now advantages of CleverTap. So first one is advanced behavioral segmentation. So in behavioral segmentation, the sorting and grouping of customers is done based on their interaction with the app and using their profile data. So for example, means, the sequence of screens visited by user or the sending notifications to the particular group of users. Then next one is funnels. So funnels shows the user progress through defined paths in your app and where they drop off between steps. We can say funnels is a series of events that user performs in a particular order. Example for new user launching the app, then activities such as registration, then profile completion and orientation. Next one is pivots. Uh, so pivot analysis tool summarize your data with the help of tables and other visualization tools like in a graphical representation and shows on a CleverTap dashboard. Then next one is reach user profiles. So CleverTap creates the visitor's user profile with the customized data on a city and region. Again, interactions and responses. The next one is uninstall tracking. Using CleverTap, we can identify who and why users uninstall the apps and personalize win-back campaigns. Also, we can track the activities before installing the app. What are the user activities before uninstalling the apps? Then CleverTap provides push notifications, in-app messaging, again SMS messaging, and email messaging. Uses and CleverTap uses multiple channels of engagement based on users' preferences and adapt.